Thank you for joining me. I'm Alex, and I'm surprised I haven't done Verizon today. So, someone asked me the other day if AT&T is better than Verizon in terms of the stock and the financials, and I couldn't really give them good answer, and so I figured I'd have a look and see why I haven't bought Verizon and whether or not it's a deal in the current times. So, what Verizon does is Verizon, also wireless, mostly cell phone service. Current price $57.80, which gives them a market cap of just under $240 billion. Dividend yield is 4.32% with a 52% payout ratio, which is pretty decent. Compared to AT&T, fairly low. AT&T has a 7-ish%, depending on where the stock price is today. With a 32% payout ratio, something thereabouts. Obviously, the payout ratio depends on the earnings, and the dividend is pretty even. The dividend yield depends on the stock price, and the whole thing gets complicated. So depending on where the stock price is today, AT&T should have about 7% dividend yield with a decent payout ratio, depending on where their earnings are right now. Revenue, $132 billion, ever so slightly up. Earnings, $19 billion, up slightly more. So very good signs there. PE of 12, forward PE of also 12. Current PE is just over 12. Forward PE is under 12. So things are going in the right direction. They're projected to go into the right direction in the future. Total assets, $292 billion. Total liabilities, $229, which gives them total stockholders equity of $61 billion, which is up significantly from the previous year, which is obviously also a good sign. So overall, I would say that Verizon, with a PE of 12, where AT&T has a 15-ish, should be the better buy. The balance sheet of Verizon doesn't look quite as nice. Obviously, AT&T has many more things on theirs that needs to be taken into account. They're going into media and all that, so it's hard to compare AT&T to Verizon at this point because AT&T has started to branch out into other things where Verizon hasn't really. So P is better at Verizon. Earnings growth is better at Verizon. Balance sheet is better at AT&T, but not much. So overall, I would say that because the PE is lower, I would say that Verizon is probably the better buy on the whole. But there are many different risk factors to these two companies, and we don't know where T-Mobile Sprint is going to be and how aggressive they are going to be going after Verizon and AT&T's customers. So there is a bit of a risk factor there. AT&T has other things with the media companies that they bought and wherever that goes right now, because that is very much up in the air as well. So overall, I would say that Verizon is much easier to guess where they're going to be, what the risk factors are, and whether or not they're going to be profitable over the foreseeable future, and I think that's a given. So on the whole, I would prefer Verizon to an AT&T at this point. So that's it for me for today. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe. I'm coming out with more videos every day before market open. I hope you have a successful day.